It's happening right now north of Los Angeles, and officials are saying it's called the Hughes Fire. Already, it's torched more than 3,400 acres. So you can see from these live images here that fire crews have positioned themselves along the highway, and there you see the fire burning in the distance. However, in several cases, it has actually jumped the highway. They've had to close it in some areas. They are also doing water drops on these flames as well. As you know, this comes as the area is experiencing more of those dry offshore winds and extremely low humidity as well. I want to bring in ABC News' Jacqueline Lee, who is live for us on the phone. And so, Jacqueline, do we have any updates here on this fire? It sounds like they do have some evacuations in order.
Hey, Gina. So right now the fire is burning more than 30 acres a minute. We know there is an evacuation underway, including at an elementary school. And what we've been seeing for the last several weeks is just these wind conditions here in Southern California are just not helpful when it comes to containing any fires. And of course, that results in brush fires breaking out. The fact that California Highway Patrol has shut down parts of the 5 freeway, that's a big deal as they try to get this under control. And on top of all of that, I have been covering these wildfires the last few weeks here in Los Angeles. Now there's concerns about mudslides as we're about to get some rain this weekend. So just overall, it's just very stressful for many residents here in Los Angeles, and the winds just don't want to die down anytime soon, Gina.
No, absolutely not. And I do want to reiterate some things that Jacqueline's talking about here. Anytime you have to evacuate a school, that's extremely scary. Also, anytime you have to close a major highway just north of Los Angeles, that's deeply concerning as well. You were able to see from the video earlier, they already have air attack on this. And Jacqueline, I'm hoping you can sort of reiterate some of the things we know about the pre-positioning of firefighters ahead of this expected wind event, although they were starting to die down. I think we're in a red flag warning, though, until Thursday. Is that right?
Yeah, so there's still a lot of air resources that are being deployed for this. There's air tankers, there's Chinooks, and we saw this happen ahead of the massive wind event that eventually led to the Palisades and Eaton Fire. Is there were resources that were pre-deployed from Northern California to Southern California. We also saw there were a lot of resources coming from out of state. Officials are on very high alert, just given how destructive the previous wildfires were over the last 2 weeks, that they, of course, want to make sure that this can have the most resources available. We saw this also from federal assistance. We had assets from the U.S. Forest Service coming in with air tankers and helicopters to try to help in that air attack. But I will say, the smoke plume, you can see it as far south as west. Hill. It's just a huge amount of smoke from far away, from like an hour south of Passaic. So this is just very concerning for everybody in the area.
Yeah, you have to imagine just how unsettling that is for anyone that can see that smoke plume. Jacqueline Lee, our thanks to you. And I do want to mention before we break off from this that sometimes you're seeing video from earlier and sometimes we're showing you the live images from the helicopter, and the live images at some point break off where you can see on the left of your screen there a water source, but you're also seeing communities and population centers. Again, deeply, deeply concerning at this hour. So we'll continue to follow this again to the Hughes Fire burning near Castaic, about an hour north of Los Angeles.
And I'm tired of doing it for him. Hopefully these unknown can take it from here. Creations.